Alright, this is my demonstration speech, and I will be demonstrating how to check your engine oil and transmission fluid, as well as why it's important to do both. And then I will also show how to add engine oil as well as transmission fluid. So here's my audience. I got 4 people. So here we go. Alright, today I want to talk to y'all about how to explain and show how to check your engine oil and transmission fluid, and explain as well why it's important to do both. When doing this, you want to make sure that you have some, normally blue shop towels are the best, but any old rag or paper towel will do. These are the best for the job. And then make sure you know what kind of oil your vehicle will take. This is 10W30 motor oil, high mileage, it's an older vehicle. And then you'll want a funnel to cut down on mess so you don't get oil all over your in your engine bay. And that's all you really need. When checking both, you want to make sure that your vehicle is sitting as level as possible for the most accurate reading. When you're checking your engine oil, make sure the vehicle is off. And then the main thing to remember is when checking the transmission fluid, you have to turn the vehicle on. So it won't do it if it won't be right if it's not running. So first things first, you got to pop the hood. The latch for popping the hood is typically on the driver's side under the dash. So we'll go in here, and it indicates it right there, a little picture of a truck with this hood open. So we'll pull it just like that. Alright, come around front, and then you typically have a latch right here up under it in the very middle that you'll either push side to side. In this vehicle's case, that you got to push up on it. This hood has struts on the side, so you don't have to worry about pinning it up on the metal stick right there. So, get you a towel right here. Well, I'm gonna get a fresh one. Alright, so we'll go over here, and right here on the side of the motor it says it, engine oil. The dipstick, typically on newer motors, everything's just color coded and it's fully yellow, but it says it right here, engine oil. So what we'll do is go ahead and pull it out, and then wipe the dipstick clean all the way. Then you stick it back in. Pull it back out. Now we can look here. You have holes there to indicate where the level's at. The top hole meaning full, the bottom one meaning add, and you're very low. In this vehicle's case, it is on the second to last, so yeah, I'd say yes, it needs some oil added, especially with the vehicle being older, likely is burning oil. So, having to add oil, you look on either side of the motor, you see right here, the twist top right there. What you want to do is, again, make sure the motor's not running. Turn the top off, like that. Just set it somewhere. Alright, so now you come over here, get your funnel, pull that out. It's the best thing afterwards, stick a paper towel in there to help if there's any, it won't be running out all over everything, wherever you keep it. Go ahead, stick it right there. Now, grab our thing of oil. And when adding oil, regardless of how low it is, it's best not to add too much at one time, so usually just go a quarter to half quart at a time. In this case, I'm just going to add half a quart just to demonstrate. Alright, so now pour a little bit at a time. A little bit more at an eighth. There we go, and that is a little over half a quart. That's enough for just the demonstration. But that is how you add oil to the motor. And then you take an extra rag and then just wipe your thing down. Like I said, the main goal of all of this is to keep your mess to a minimum. Wipe it down inside there a little bit. Alright, stick this back here. Now stick the paper towel we had on the inside, and that will be good to go. Now, next thing is checking the transmission fluid. Now, as I said earlier, you want to make sure the engine is running. Oh, first things first, got to put the cap back on. There you go, and there's no oil anywhere, so we're able to keep the mess down. So now what we want to do is cut the motor on. Alright, now the engine running. Right here. get another fresh one so we don't get engine oil on the transmission fluid dipstick. Alright, now we go here. The dipstick for checking the transmission fluid is typically on the back of the motor. On a lot of newer vehicles, it's a closed system, but on this one, you have the dipstick. So, same way with checking the oil, you want to pull your dipstick out. These are typically a little bit longer. Wipe it off all the way to the end. Make sure it's clean. Now, stick it back in, it's clean. Make sure you go all the way down and latch it so it's all the way down. Now we pull it back out. Now we check it. It's hard to see because it's very clear, but we're right at the very top, a hot mark right there. So this vehicle does not need any extra transmission fluid. But if it was to need extra, what you would do is take your funnel. That one will probably not work. You need one with a smaller funnel at the end. We stick it in there and add a little bit at a time. Take it out and then just recheck the fluid until you're just where it needs to be. Main thing is adding little bits at a time. That way you don't overflow, overfill it. Back down. Everything's clean. Now, close the hood. Now, cut the motor off. So, as I've showed you here today, checking your engine oil and transmission fluid is not complicated at all. Once you've seen it done one time, you never forget. Again, the key things to remember is make sure your vehicle is sitting level for the most accurate reading. If it's sitting too high in the front or low, that'll offset it and you won't get an accurate reading. Same thing with the transmission fluid. About the transmission, make sure you let the vehicle run or is running while you do it. And that's all. That's basically all it is to it. Thank y'all for coming here today to listen, and I hope y'all have learned something.